Welcome back to another live feed on Shopping YouTube channel. Here we go. Top 50 greatest groups in hip hop, man. Right here. The greatest groups in hip hop. Here it is. Continue on with number 42, Das Effects. Das Effects, man. They were different. You talk about a group that definitely were game changers for us how to rhyme, how to put together words together a certain way. They definitely redefined rhyme structure, rhyme cadence. They redefined it. Yes, most rappers rap in a certain way, but these guys had their own original rhyme style. Das Effects in 1992. They pioneered the Iggity rhyme style. Dre's and Scoop. Crazy Dre's and Scoop. Scoop. The group had a fast-paced flow combined with the nonsensical lines. Das Effects was one of those rare groups on the East Coast to reach platinum status. That's important because the East Coast was being dominated by the West Coast. The West Coast had the gangster rap stuff that was definitely outselling what was going on the East Coast. You still had Heavy D and the Boys. They were making gold and platinum records, and Onyx. I think they went platinum with their first album. By Nature was doing their thing, but it was rare for an East Coast group to sell records like that. It was the East Coast. The West Coast, and the gangster rap that was going on over there in that region. So not only was the group unique with their rhyme style, but unique with their videos in terms of being in the sewer, carrying torches in the sewer. No artist in hip hop history ever did that. The DOS stood for Dre's and School, and FX stood for Effects. The group's rhyme style was nicknamed Sewage. Their series was a classic album with hit songs like They Want Effects, reached the top 10 on the Billboard charts, #1 on the Hot Rap charts, Hot Rap Tracks chart. Mike Checker, Check Out, Straight Out the Sewer. Both reached #1, #3 on the Hot Rap Track chart. So they definitely was unique. And had hits. They Want Effects, Mike Checker, Straight Out the Sewer. Those were the top three hits. Top three hits. They Want Effects, Mike Checker, Straight Out the Sewer. So people liked what they were doing. And plus their unique lyrical delivery is distinctive delivery was copied. When I wrote about the piece about Das Effects, Laws of the Underground, they're influenced by them. They influenced Laws of the Ground, Chris Cross, Common, Jay-Z, the Fu-Schnickens, even Public Enemy. Even in the world of R&B, you had Black Street made a song called No Diggity. It had to come from the influence of Das Effects. So Das Effects couldn't match the success of their first album, but the debut album from the group was powerful enough to be so influential on the artists that copied their style. That alone should qualify them as one of the greatest groups in hip hop history. Definitely, man. Like what they did on that first album, that series, that was a classic, man. Classic album. Let's expand on why they were more of the greatest, one of the greatest ever. Why they were so great even more. Let's get into it even more. Because they revolutionized rap, man. Das Effects revolutionized rap in the early 90s with their signature sewer style flow, intricate tongue twisting delivery, packed with made up words, ending in iggity. Their unprecedented cadence changed how the genre sounded. Rappers was not rapping like this. So you talk about pioneers of the game in terms of rapping a certain way. They changed that. They redefined it in a certain way that was different, and that's not easy. But Das Effects were able to pull it off. The Iggity Flow Revolution, because before Das Effects, a lot of rappers MCs wasn't relying on stuff like that Das Effects was doing. They were relying on standard rhyming structures. But this duo invented a chaotic stream of consciousness, fast-paced cadence, peppered with nonsense words and pop culture references. So the rapid-fire, multi-syllabic rhyming technique became one of the most widely imitated flows of the golden age. Yep. Their serious legacy, again, that went platinum. They wasn't talking about gangster or thugging or anything like that. They were just doing themselves. And he still was able to have critically acclaimed commercial success in 92, reaching platinum status. They won effects to dominate the Billboard rap and R&B charts, solidifying the album as a landmark release. Plus, the genre's influence. Look at what they did on top of the charts. They not just did do that. Look how they influenced a generation of MCs approaching rhyming, writing, and rhythm. Jay-Z, Fu-Schnickers, they borrowed the tongue-twisting flow of Das EFX. And give credit to EPMD for discovering Das EFX at a talent show. If it was for EPMD, there's no Das EFX. Simple. That's why they are the greatest of the greats in hip-hop history. That's why I put them on the list. So subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. Be back soon with the next one. The 41st greatest group in hip-hop history. Talk to you soon.